what is up everybody, and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another baseball video. In this one I have for you today, my top 25 players under the age of 25. So this list is filmed February 18th. So of course there are some players that do turn the age 26 in March, okay? So getting it started for us, I have at number 25, Pete Crow Armstrong. Pete is mainly only on this list because of his defense, although I'm a fan of his personally. He still does have a lot to prove in the batter's box, but his second half in 2024 was definitely a step up than what he put up before. For his 2024 season, he had a 2.3 WAR, 10 homers, 47 RBIs, 27 stolen bases. PCA, no doubt, is definitely one of the fastest players in the league. Speed and defense is definitely a big part of his game. Hopefully that power comes with just more MLB playing time. But he got up to play 123 games in 2024, and he definitely shows strong signs of improvement. Coming in for the 24th player on my list, I have from the Washington Nationals, James Wood. The Nationals are just one of those teams where you're gonna hear a lot of young players. He played in 79 games. He put up 9 homers, 41 RBIs, a solid 14 stolen bases, a 264 batting average, and an OPS plus at 122. I mean, this guy's built like a beast. He's 6'7", 234 pounds. He's got pretty solid speed, an amazing arm, only going to get better with fielding. He's definitely one of the rising stars on the Nationals. Now for the 23rd best player, I have Anthony Volpe from the New York Yankees. I definitely feel like there was a bit more hype around him when he was first coming up, other than him winning his Gold Glove in his rookie year. The bats just kind of slowed down for him. He stays on the field, he stays healthy in his 23 and 24 season. He's played over 159 games in both years. Pretty solid WAR in 2024 with a 3.4, but his power did drop significantly from 2023 to this past season. A 243 batting average, an OPS plus at 86. In 2024, he was able to drop his strikeout percentage by 5%. Let's just see what he can do in 2025, but no doubt is he's still one of the best players under 25. Moving on to my next player, I have Colt Keith from the Detroit Tigers. He put up a really solid 2024 rookie season. Stuff that's definitely signs for improvement, but a solid start. He put up 13 homers, 61 RBIs, a 260 batting average, OPS plus at 96, a strikeout percentage only at 19.8. Hopefully for Colt Keith, in 2025, we can see the power numbers raise up, maybe hit 20 bombs. Let's just wait and see. He does play in Comerica Park, which obviously isn't the most hitter friendly in terms of hitting the ball over the fence, but let's just wait and see what he can do. Moving on to my number 21 spot, I have Mason Wynn from the St. Louis Cardinals. I think that this is the first player on my list that takes a big step where he actually had an amazing 2024 season. He played in 150 games, putting up a 4.9 WAR, a solid 15 homers, 57 RBIs, 11 stolen bases, an OPS at 730, and an OPS plus at 102. He doesn't strike out hardly ever. He only had a strikeout percentage of 17.1, which dropped from even his 2023 season. Solid glove. Obviously, he is the Cardinals' main shortstop, and he's definitely a player to watch out for in 2025, where he can even take another big step. Moving on to the top 20, I have CJ Abrams from the Washington Nationals. I definitely think Abrams is better than James Wood, who I have previously already mentioned, but CJ Abrams didn't end 2024 the way he would have wanted, of course, by being sent down. But no doubt is the talent still there. He's definitely one of the older players you're going to see on this list, with him being 24 and already having a few years of MLB experience. But in 2024, he put up a 3.4 WAR. He played in 138 games, 20 homers, 65 RBIs, a 246 batting average, and 110 OPS plus. He got himself his first All-Star nod in 2024. He stole 31 bases in 2024. He's definitely got speed. He's definitely a top 20 player under the age 25. Moving on to number 19, I have Mackenzie Gore, another player from the Washington Nationals. What did I say? I already said it. You're gonna hear a lot of players on this list. But Mackenzie Gore, he does turn 26 on February 24th. But as of right now, filming, he is 25 and under, so he's making it on the list. But he is another player for now, for the next couple days, where he qualifies, and he's not a bad player by any means. Obviously not the best pitcher that we will talk about, but he is the first pitcher on this list. On a not so great Nationals team, he did put up a win-lose record at 10-12, put up a 3.90 ERA, but he stayed healthy. He pitched in all 32 game starts. So although his full 2024 season numbers may not show for it, over his final 7 starts, he went 3-1 win-lose record with a 1.55 ERA and ended the season also with 181 strikeouts, which both stats are the best by any Nationals qualified starter since 2019. So definitely some upside going into his 2025 season. Moving on to our number 18 player, I think that's where we are. This one's exciting to talk about. We have Ezequiel Tovar from the Colorado Rockies. I think I put him as the best Rocky player on my last baseball video, so I recently did talk about him. But in 2024, he put up a 3.8 WAR, 26 homers, 78 RBIs, a league-leading 45 doubles, 269 batting average, and an OPS plus at 103. Winning himself a Gold Glove there at the shortstop position. Still very solid 2024 season, which was an improvement even from his 2023 season before. Power numbers went up, batting average went up. Next, moving on, I have Colton Cowser from the Baltimore Orioles. Wow, did he start off the season hot. I think he had like one of the hottest months of April. His total stats on the year 2024, 3.1 WAR, 24 homers, 69 RBIs, a 242 batting average, and an OPS plus at 123. He came in second in Rookie of the Year voting, played in 153 games, strikeout percentage a bit high at 30, but walk percentage still solid, 9.3. He is of course an outfielder, and he is pretty good at defense. He put up a solid 11 outs above average. Solid player, solid rookie. Moving on next, I have Wyatt Langford from the Texas Rangers. He was definitely one of the most talked about rookies to start off 2024. Definitely was a solid year, but I think that there was higher expectations there. But no doubt is he still an obvious player to have on a list like this. He put up a 3.9 WAR, 16 homers, 74 RBIs, a 253 batting average, and an OPS plus of 111. Coming in 7th in Rookie of the Year voting. He's a really speedy player. Something I didn't know was a part of his game. He did steal 19 bases. He has a 98 sprint speed, but without a doubt, he's going to help the Rangers do some damage in 2025. I'm excited to see it, and that was just his rookie season. He put up solid numbers for it, and I definitely think there will be an even bigger 2025 season. Next, moving on, I have Tristan Casas from the Boston Red Sox. He definitely didn't have the 2024 season you would hope for. He did miss quite a bit of time, over half the season. He only played in 63 games, but in those 63 games, he put up 13 homers, 32 RBIs, a 241 batting average, and an OPS plus at 120. But he is a player that once came in 3rd in Rookie of the Year voting, just in 2023. But in all actuality, he really can't field for shit, honestly, so he needs to come back healthy, have a good 2025 season. Like I said, he can't field. His OAA is at a -2, -10 in 2023. But the Red Sox are looking to definitely make a jump and be competitive in their division in 2025. And Tristan Casas has a chance to help with that. As long as he can come back and definitely have an improved season compared to last year. He's got a lot of upside though. Moving on to number 14 on my list, I have Jackson Chourio from the Milwaukee Brewers. I believe the youngest player on this list, and wow, coming in 3rd in Rookie of the Year voting, he definitely had a I was gonna say pretty solid, but no, he had an amazing 2024 season. A 3.8 WAR, 21 homers, 79 RBIs, 22 stolen bases, a 275 batting average, an OPS plus at 117. He's going to be a big part of the Brewers for many years to come, when they really have like some interesting things going on. They're not like a bad team, but they just lack the stars players. But Jackson Chourio, like I said many times, he's gonna be just a stud for them, and it might be a pain in my ass in years to come. Moving on to number 13, in my opinion, this is where my list starts to get very interesting. I have Riley Green from the Detroit Tigers. Having a pretty shabby 2022 season when he came up, but has continued to improve over the past 2 seasons. Just in 2024, he was a big reason as to why the Tigers even made a playoff push. He put up a 5.4 WAR in 137 games, so not even in a full season. He hit 24 homers, which is a season high for him, a big jump from his prior season where he only hit 11. Along with those 24 homers, he had 74 RBIs, a 262 batting average, an OPS at 827, and an OPS plus at 133. He did get himself a first All-Star nod in 2024. Fielding is nothing special for him, but where he has a lot of success is in that bat. Moving on to number 12 on my list, I have Michael Harris from the Atlanta Braves. Now this guy is very fun as well because he is a former Rookie of the Year. He plays an exceptional center field and an outs above average at 8 as well. Just in 2024, he had a 3.2 WAR, 16 homers, 48 RBIs, a 264 batting average, and an OPS plus at 99. So a bit down than what he had put up in 2023, but he only played in 110 games in 2024, missing some time there. But he is such a fun player to watch on a Braves team, of course, that is just full of talent. And the numbers may not 100% show, but he is a good fielder. He does make spectacular plays out there in center. As long as he could just push for another healthy season, good things will come his way. Next, just missing out on my top 10 at number 11, I have Jackson Merrill from the San Diego Padres. Man, would I have loved to put him up a bit higher, but for now, it pains me, but I just had to put him outside the top 10. But wow, did he have an amazing 2024 season, coming in second in Rookie of the Year voting. It would have been his if it wasn't for the guy we will talk about down the road. He did win himself his first All-Star nod and a Silver Slugger, and coming in 9th in MVP voting. When you look up Jackson Merrill on Baseball Savant, you're going to see nothing but red, which, in case you're not familiar, is a good thing. He is an amazing fielder, putting up an 11 outs above average, which is like tied with the highest we've seen along with Colton Cowser. But to get a little bit more specific with his stats, of course, in 2024, a 4.4 WAR, 24 homers, 90 RBIs, a 292 batting average, and an OPS plus at 127. With only having a strikeout percentage at 17, he's gonna be a big part of the Padres keeping up with them for many years to come. Coming in for our top 10, I have Tanner Bybee from the Cleveland Guardians. He will be 26 in just a couple of weeks, so of course he's pushing it on this list. But I thought it was still fair to include him, of course, because the list is now and not in March when his birthday is. In 2023, he came in second in Rookie of the Year voting. In 2024, he still had a pretty solid season, a 2.6 WAR, a 12-8 win-lose percentage, a 3.47 ERA, pitching in 173 and 2/3 innings, 187 strikeouts. But believe it or not, this past season, which was still pretty solid, wasn't even as good as his 2023 season. He pitched in less games, but had an ERA at 2.98. He's getting it started for us on the top 10. Coming in at number 9, I have Mark Vientos from the New York Mets. If you guys are a Mets fan, you have a lot to thank this man for. In the 2024 playoffs, he really outshined. But in the 2024 regular season, he had a 3.1 WAR, 27 homers, a 266 batting average, 71 RBIs, surprisingly 0 stolen bases, but that's just not a part of his game, a 516 slug, and 837 OPS with an OPS plus at 135. Definitely his best season yet in his prior 3, but the first season where he played anywhere over 100 games. But he had a good season with the Mets, he had a good playoff run with the Mets, and let's see if he can run off of that into 2025. Moving on to the top 8, we have Garrett Crochet from the Boston Red Sox. He finally escaped the hell that is the Chicago White Sox. But I'm so glad that he's finally going to play for a fairly competitive team of the Red Sox going into 2025, especially after they signed Alex Bregman. A 3.58 ERA, 146 innings pitched, but with 209 strikeouts. He's another player, you look at his Baseball Savant, it's pretty much all red. He was in top 2% of MLB in strikeout percentage because he's one of the top pitchers in MLB, and I'm excited. Hopefully he can really shine. Moving on to the top 7, I have Paul Skeens, former 2024 Rookie of the Year from the Pittsburgh Pirates. You could have easily slid him up higher, but that's because the top 6 really start to get competitive. But Paul Skeens, without a doubt, left a big impression on his rookie season. A 5.9 WAR, a 1.96 ERA, a win-lose record at 11-3 while pitching for the Pirates, and he got himself his first All-Star nod. He started the All-Star game. An ERA plus at 2.14, 170 strikeouts given in 133 innings pitched. He's in the top percentage of a lot of these categories. He's a good player. Coming in for number 6, another guy that's going to be a pain in my ass, Elly De La Cruz from the Cincinnati Reds. Elly De La Cruz just missing out on the top 5, and that's just because there are certain things that he does still have to improve on, like strikeouts. Just in 2024, in only his age 22 season, put up a 5.2 WAR, 25 homers, 76 RBIs, 259 batting average, and an OPS plus at 119, earning himself his first All-Star nod and coming in 8th in MVP voting. 67 stolen bases, cannot shy away there, but 218 strikeouts. He was in the bottom 6% of MLB with a 31.3 strikeout percentage. An exceptional fielder. Sprint speed, of course, Baseball Savant has him at 100%. He is definitely the fastest player in MLB, and I can easily see him continue to grow on this list. He's an exceptional player. Coming in top 5, I have Julio Rodriguez from the Seattle Mariners. Well, we finally made it to the top 5, but J-Rod is a former Rookie of the Year. He is a 2-time All-Star and 2-time Silver Slugger. Compared to the years prior, technically did have a slight down year in 2024, but no doubt. Still, 4.3 WAR, 20 homers, 68 RBIs, 24 stolen bases, a 273 batting average, and an OPS plus at 116. But that is a down year compared to the prior 2 years. 2023 hitting 32 homers, having over 100 RBIs. He's a very good fielder. One thing he definitely does is flash that leather. But although he didn't have a bad year in 2024 by any means, his potential is definitely higher. So let's see if he can get, I hate to say it, but back on track in 2025. Coming in for number 4, we have Corbin Carroll from the Arizona Diamondbacks. I had higher hopes for him this year. He is a former Rookie of the Year and top 5 in MVP voting just in 2023. A bit of a down year, just more of a slow start. Not even a horrible year, of course. Let's dive into the numbers. A 3.4 WAR, 14 triples, 22 homers, 74 RBIs, a 231 batting average, and an OPS plus at 107. But also, let's not shy from the fact that Corbin Carroll is an exceptional fielder. Nothing quite fancy, it's not the highest we've seen. But in 2024, 7 outs above average, which is an improvement from 2023. I hate to say get back on track for 2025 because he didn't have a bad season by any means, but it's just that these young players are showing a bit of regression at times. They have so much potential, and Corbin Carroll is one of those guys I'm mentioning, and yeah, let's just see what's in store for him in 2025. Moving on to top 3, I got Gunnar Henderson from the Baltimore Orioles. Personally, one of my favorite players, not on my favorite baseball team. He outshined his 2023 performance where he won Rookie of the Year. He got his first All-Star nod and he came in 4th in MVP voting in 2024. And this is the start of the top 3 players, and these are his numbers. A 9.1 WAR, 31 doubles, 37 homers, 92 RBIs, 21 stolen bases, a 281 batting average, and an OPS plus at 159. Might I add a 529 slug and an 893 OPS? He hits for contact, but also a lot of power. Let's just hope that the Orioles can actually make a deep postseason push with Gunnar. And I'm excited to see him again in 2025. Can he do even better than what he did in 2024? Moving on to number 2, who will also be out of this list qualification in just a couple weeks, but he made it this time. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. from the Toronto Blue Jays. He is 25, and on March 16th, he will turn 26. Obviously, with him already having the most MLB experience out of any other player on this list. Previous years, he's come in 2nd in MVP voting. He's won a Gold Glove, Silver Slugger. Just in 2024, he definitely had a bounce-back season. Then 2023, he had a 6.2 WAR, 44 doubles, 30 homers, 103 RBIs, a 323 batting average, and an OPS plus at 166. I'm surprised he came in as low as top 6 in MVP voting. Top 90% in slugging, batting average, average exit velocity, barrel percentage, hard hit rate. He hardly strikes out. He's in top 90%. Of course, I could go on and on. We all know how good Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is. Wow, like I already said, I'm excited to see what kind of contract this guy will get. We finally made it to number 1, and boy does it feel like I've been filming for hours, oh my god. But at the number 1 spot, I have none other than Bobby Witt Jr. from the Kansas City Royals. Bobby Witt Jr. is without a doubt one of the best players in MLB, probably top 5, you can make an argument. He had an exceptional 2024 season, a 9.4 WAR. He played in 161 games, led the league with 211 hits, 45 doubles, 11 triples, 32 homers, 109 RBIs, 31 stolen bases, a 332 batting average, a 977 OPS, and an OPS plus at 171. Earning himself his first All-Star nod, coming in 2nd in MVP voting, winning himself a Gold Glove and a Silver Slugger. And the guy hardly strikes out, only a 15%, and out of all the other players, he is taking it home with the most outs above average at 16. One of the best shortstops, if not the best shortstop. He's already locked up with the Royals for many years to come. I'm so excited to see what he can do. He is, I said it with Gunnar Henderson, but he is also another one of my true favorite players. How could you not love the guy? But without further ado, that is going to end our list. It feels like I was filming forever, but every time I film one of these videos, I'm rusty. I have to get back into it. But also, I'm just so ready for this friggin' baseball season to start. Like I said, I'm filming this on February 18th. In 2 days, the Cubs play their first spring training game versus the, I don't even know, the Dodgers? Or the Padres. And then, coming up, for me, a Cubs fan, we go to Tokyo and we play the Dodgers to open up the season. Can't wait to watch those games at 5 in the morning. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you made it right here, I will see you in the next one. Had to show off my new hat. Yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.